So what is the next ReZero LARP after the Aura Monster? Because people were disappointed by the Aura Monster, right? A little disappointed. And now it seems like everyone's gonna move on to the Axe guy, to Todd. And I think all these stickers that we're not able to see are just like Todd stickers, which I think is fine. I think, you know, Todd as the next LARP is a W. But let's hear what Barney Slayer says.
4 is going on break for 8 weeks. If you did not know, ReZero Season 4 is going on break for 8 weeks after episode.
Fuck, what am I gonna do for those 8 weeks? I'm gonna go homeless without ReZero. I'm gonna go homeless. I need a farm.
11, which of course that objectively sucks. But on the other hand, that leaves us with 8 full weeks to figure out what the next big LARP will be now that
Axe guy,
Aura Monster,
amazing guy, helmet guy.
Right here behind me, I have my 3 contenders, with our first contestant being Axe Guy, aka Todd Fane. All you really need to know about him is that he is a spawn camper and he uses an axe, which automatically makes him tough. However, in Arc
I think Todd has a lot of LARP potential, but the real, okay, guys, all of these could be LARPs. All of them could be LARPs, but the most important thing is if someone makes a tough animation. That's the only important thing. That's literally the only important thing. Like all the LARPs in all of fiction gets popular because someone makes a tough animation and then everyone just like reposts that editor's animation with like fucking music. That's how LARPs are created, right? So any of these could be the next big LARP, but we just need an animator to fucking post something. We need an animator to make a tough animation. So it's on all of you guys to save the ReZero LARPers. It's on all of you guys. So yes, get to work. Get to work. Watch the 3v1 edit. I've watched it. That already has an animation, so it could be next. I've seen one. I think I've seen like one Todd animation, right? So we need like, you know, editors to get on Todd pretty quickly to like start pumping that shit out. I've seen a few amazing guy edits too.
I have my 3 contenders, with our first contestant being Axe Guy, aka Todd Fane. All you really need to know about him is that he is a spawn camper and he uses an axe, which automatically.
I actually made a video explaining the Todd LARP. To all the LARPers, this one, the next Aura Monster. ReZero fans LARPs the wrong Aura Monster because Todd is the real one.
Makes him tough. However, in Arc
Sorry, Axe Guy. Axe Guy is the real one.
Won't happen for a very long time. So our next contestant is Amazing.
Yeah, but like that's the thing. We want Todd to become a big LARP to keep the hype for season 5, right?
Amazing Guy works because Amazing Guy is a moment that happens within ReZero Arc 6, which means it will happen soon. All you really need to know about this scene.
This could be a good short-term LARP, but then again, you know, I'm trying to keep ReZero's hype for like I'm more worried about ReZero's hype between season 4 and 5 than in this like 8-week window between the core 1 and 2 of season 4.
Right here is if anyone ever asked you what the best moment within Arc 6 is, just say Amazing Guy Natsuki Subaru.
You're an amazing guy. You're an amazing LARPer, Natsuki Daniel.
Or you could substitute it in for Triple T. And then last but not least, what about LARPing on the grander scale of ReZero, the later arcs? Well, the objective answer for that is Helmet Guy. If you do not know, Helmet Guy, aka Al, is a prominent character within the later ReZero arc. And all you—
Yes, this animation has caused a lot of LARPers, bro. People genuinely think, not spoiler warning because this doesn't happen. I mean, kind of spoiler warning, because I'll mention a fight. People genuinely think Reinhardt lost all his divine protections to Al. People think Al stripped Reinhardt of his divine protections. And I had people argue in my comment section when I was making like Reinhardt, like, you know, not power skill, but like Reinhardt glaze videos. People were like, oh, but Al can just like strip Reinhardt of his divine protections. That doesn't happen. That's literally fanfic. This animation is a fanfic. I mean, it's a cool animation. Don't get me wrong. It is cool. The editor is very talented, but it is a fanfic, right? When they made this animation, like the fight wasn't completed. I think the fight just started, or like they just confronted each other or something like that. That's why they took a fan interpretation of this fight. So people like see this animation that they think it's real.
Need to know to LARP Helmet Guy is the phrase "your stars were bad," and also bring up the quote-unquote 3v1, even though it wasn't a 3v1 at all.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was a 1v2, and then it was a 1v1, and then it was like a 6v1, like at the end of arc 9. Like I don't know, a lot of v1, right?
Now, as for a couple of sleeper picks for characters that could be LARPed, Vincent is definitely.
Lelouch got Vincent. I don't know. Could Vincent be LARPed? Could he be LARPed? I don't think he has that much LARP potential. He's like tough, but like he's not tough. Like he doesn't like radiate aura. I mean, he does, but I don't think there's any arts of him like just radiating aura, right? No one's gonna look at it like a Vincent arts and be like, damn, he's tough, right? We'll need like voice actors and stuff like that to like say some Vincent lines, and then he might get LARP. Like we'll need like animators and voice actors for Vincent to be LARP. For Todd, we just need animators. For Al, we just need animators. So
at the top of my board, all you need to know.
And you know, the amazing guy like that LARP already has voice actors. So
about him is he's kind of like the Lelouch.
I see people LARPing Natsumi Schwartz edits recently. Yeah, but it's more like I don't think that's ever gonna get big. Maybe Natsumi Schwartz. I don't think it's ever gonna be like a main LARP. It's gonna be like a just there, like a haha funny on the side thing.
ReZero. And then the dark horse candidate for most valuable LARPer is going to be Olbart, which all you will need to know is the phrase, I heard the people of Chaos Flame are pretty strong, but are they stronger than those in the Shinobi Village?
Yeah, it's too long. This phrase is too long, right? I think your stars are bad is a better
With all
phrase.
of that being said, though, let me know.
Like, your
for
stars
most
are bad.
valuable LARPer.
That's a phrase that can be LARP.
And then the dark horse candidate for most valuable LARPer is going to be.
I don't think Olbert directly is going to be LARPed. I think the you know, after the 11th second or whatever, like after the 10-second death loop, that is going to be LARP. Will it be big? I don't know. I don't know if it'll be big, but there's already LARPers for it.
With all of that being said, though, let me know what you guys think the next big great LARP in ReZero is going to be. My money is on Axe Guy or Amazing Guy, one of those two. Anyways, though,
I think both. Fuck. I think actually all three, because Al is already being LARPed. So I've seen all three, right? Axe Guy, his popularity has skyrocketed over the last few days, right? Ever since the Aura Monster stuff was animated, Todd has like become a lot more popular because people are saying, let's move on to the next LARP, right? Amazing Guy, he's been there and he will be there. And Al will continue to gain popularity, right? Because, you know, his fights are tough. He's tough, right? Fighting Reinhard, anything with Reinhard, any person that fights Reinhard is tough. So we need to just diversify our LARPing to ensure that ReZero won't die in this drought. No, I think diversifying is a mistake, right? Diversifying is a mistake. If you have too many different things that you're LARPing at the same time, there's not going to be anything big. Like, you need like one big thing to like carry the LARP, right? We need like one big thing to carry the LARP. Diversifying and having too much, like, it'll ensure that everything is too small to like really hit. But actually, maybe you're right. Maybe diversifying is right, because then by doing so, you'll find what hits the most, and that will like naturally become big. Maybe. I don't know. What is this link? Oh, I think I've already seen this. The Axe Guy birthday. We keep climbing even the stairs never. Okay. Let's read the comments for this first. These LARPs are actually lowering media literacy in ReZero. Gentrification. Okay, I know people don't like the LARPers, but I think LARPers are a net benefit. There are net benefits to ReZero, because yes, there's gonna be LARPers, but a percentage of these LARPers are gonna be converted to readers. It'll put more people onto peak. So I think that in itself is W. I'm fine if we gain 5 LARPers for every real reader, every real fan. I think I'm fine if we're getting 10 LARPers for every real fan, right? If all these memes are like creating 10 LARPers but one real fan, W. Like that's a win in my book, right? Plus, you know, I have the financial incentive. Need to disclose that, because more LARPers, more ReZero fans, more money. More money for me. More money for me. More views. I love how our community is not just LARP friendly, but encouraging it. Todd being so widespread is low-key crazy. It's technically a spoiler that he's an antagonist at all. No one's gonna be able to experience that first loop with him as God, Buddha, and Tappe intended. It's fine. What is this? Oh, it's like the what is it? The low tier god LARPs. Not LARPs, but like meme. Brain rots. Yeah. It has to be Todd. We need time. If it's Todd, we'll have bare minimum a year, which is similar to the hyper on the stairs. Amazing Guy could work, but it's too soon. Al is way too long. I think Al could be something like the Gojo versus Sukuna LARP, right? I think that's like a long LARP that could like grow and gain momentum over the years, right? Because like, especially after the end of season 4, we'll know who Volcanica, like LARPers will know, or like anime onlys will know who Volcanica is, right? And or they already should know, but they'll have like a better sense. So this is something that can grow because it's all known characters. It's like Volcanica, Satella, Reinhard, and Al. So this is LARP that can grow over time. The problem with Todd is like he's a completely new character, which might lower the LARPness, right? Because at least with the others, you know who they are, right? Like everyone knows Reinhard. Like Reinhard is like very popular. If you like, you know, like ask who are the strongest characters in anime, people will say Reinhard, even if that's not true, right? People will bring up Reinhard, right? People will glaze Reinhard like that, and he's been glazed forever. So him in any fights is like very high LARP potential. We should take that one image of Subaru and Rem holding hands with a Rui and make that a new LARP. Oh, Rem LARP. Season 5 Rem LARP. Season 5 Rem LARP. Wait. Season 5 Rem LARP. Wait, is that the secret? Is that the secret dark horse? Wait, that has potential because there's so many Rem fans. Rem is one of the like most known characters in isekai. She hasn't been too relevant in like a lot of these arcs for a while, but that might be it. That might be it, guys. Again, we need the editors, we need the animators to get on that shit. Maybe I can make some like LARP videos too, right, to help out. But that could be W LARPs. Could be W LARPs. It still has second place in most figures sold too. Like out of all figures ever, like in all of anime, no way. Or are we talking about like ReZero, the LARP gathering above the gray fog? Just say that the ending of Arc 9 sucks and you're good to go. Blank might be the new LARP in Arc 10 if something crazy happens. The Chaos Flame line, holy Twitter, when that chapter came out, it was all just spam. Yeah. Daniel said, even if it's okay, more stairs stuff, more Todd LARP, Axe Guy new LARP. Let's just stop LARPing and start grinding. No. We all are LARPers in some way, right? We're all performatively LARPing in our day-to-day life, right? So you need to embrace the LARP. No way, all time LARPers assemble. Oh wait, Petra book. Yeah, I mean that goes with the owl stuff, right? That goes with the owl stuff. Ooh, Witch of Melancholy stuff will definitely be big LARPs. That would be big LARPs, right? Yeah, that could be big LARPs. Jesus Christ, what is this video? We have spent 16 minutes discussing LARPing. What the fuck is happening? Yo, why am I participating in this? why am I participating in this? W video, yes. It's free content. You start. Okay. I mean, I have contributed to the LARPs. I have. I can't assuage myself of responsibility. Forget LARPing. We need more of this. What is this?
We'll just crack you all. Crack you. Crack.
Okay, no, we don't. No, we don't. We don't need that. We don't need that. Anyways, yeah, this is pretty much it for this video. I think there's so much potential, and at the end of the day, this all just depends on what editors make, right? And what people think is tough. So we'll have to, like, you know, throw a bunch of different LARPs into the sphere and see what catches, because there's so much potential. And if we keep throwing more and more out, something will catch. There'll be some moments, some one thing which will save ReZero's popularity and hype till season 5, right? Because we need this. We need this to keep adapting ReZero. We need them to get through all of the Wallachia in the next 5 years. They have to. Potential is high, the LARP is low. Anyways, if you're watching on YouTube, I'll see you guys later. Bye.